Hello, hello, it's Lunchbox World, and today you might see a lot of the clues. It's the Platinum Jubilee coming up in the UK, so I just thought let's do a fun lunchbox using the Yum box, but make it as much as sort of Union Jack inspired, so red, white and blue. Now the bunting that you can see in the background, I found it at my local corner shop, so there's lots of sort of patriotic stuff about. So let's crack on and show you this really quick and easy lunchbox idea. Okay, so you can see we've got all the ingredients laid out. I was searching for anything red, white and blue. We're going to put it all into the Yum box and just have some fun with our lunches. So, you know, think cream cheese, think strawberry jam. I even thought blackcurrant jam, you know, any sort of sweet treats. I found the blue laces, but of course you can go for the healthy options like the Whitworth shots, which are quite fun. But yeah, I think the hardest challenge is actually finding things that are blue, because you can see in the image I've got some little turquoise sweets. I think those were sort of tropical Skittles. But anyway, so we're doing it on a wrap because years ago I did actually do a blog post, and I'm going to link it into the description, of the Queen's favourite sandwiches, so I will link to that, and she does love jam sandwiches. So here we have got, as I say, Philadelphia cream cheese, any kind of cream cheese, and we've just put strawberry jam on it, but you could easily do it with anything that's red coloured, so it could be raspberry jam, or you could go for the blue shade, so it could be blackcurrant or blackberry jam, and it's actually quite a nice tasty combination. So we roll this up and then just cut it into the little teeny weeny pinwheels. Now these are the mini deli wraps. So we're chopping these up into little pinwheels. Now we've used the mini deli wraps, and I'll put the playlist above so that you can see all of the mini lunchbox ideas. There's a whole series, a whole playlist that I've made, but you can use the bigger deli wraps as well. So it's really up to you, or you could put in a couple of the mini ones. So we've chopped this up, we've put it into one of the compartments, and what I love about these Yum box lunches is that you've got the compartments, but also, and you've got the guide, but also you can divvy it up even more with the Union Jack cupcake cases or silicone cupcake cases. You know, it's really up to you. So as you can see, we're putting in red, white and blue things. So we found some small strawberries. We've found, well, I picked out all the little mini marshmallows, the blueberries. I wanted to put those in and share that compartment with some yogurt flakes, which are white as well. So I was just trying to dot the sort of red and white idea throughout the lunchbox. And you can see the silicone cupcake cases. I mean, the link's in the description box below, but they're quite useful because they're malleable. That's what I really like about them. You can flex them and make them into little, you know, different shapes and things, and just squeeze all sorts of things in the lunchbox. So next up, I did have some white meringues, which I thought were just quite seasonal. Or you've got the Oreo biscuits that are covered in white chocolate, which are quite fun. And yeah, don't forget to use things like cupcake cases, or if you've got Union Jack serviettes, things like that. And I picked out the red Skittles. Now it'll work equally well with red Smarties. I put in a few of the turquoise coloured Skittles, but actually I thought, you know what, they do kind of spoil the effect a little bit. It would be great if you could get, you know, dark blue sweets, and actually it's quite difficult. I also had a little bag of the mini Ritz. Now these aren't sold in many places so far. I think I found them in Waitrose, and I think they were either at Aldi or Lidl, but there's not that many places that sell them. I think they sell them online as well, but they're just such fun. They're almost like a 2p piece size. They're really tiny. And so here I am putting a little bit of Philadelphia in between each one. Now the only thing I would say is that if you are doing this hours and hours in advance, the Ritz do lose a little bit of their crunch because I think there's a bit of moisture in the cream cheese, so therefore it gets absorbed into the actual Ritz biscuits. So just watch out for that. If you really want to keep the Ritz crunchy, then I wouldn't put anything in with them, or I'd make sure it was like the dry cheese, you know, like a slice of cheddar cheese, something like that. But again, you know, this was going to be eaten fairly quickly after the event on a picnic, so it didn't matter. But as I say, if you're packing them for school lunch boxes, they're going to be sitting probably for at least 4 hours before they get to eat them. So, you know, if you do have fussy eaters, just be mindful of that. And then I do love these little mini biscuits. Which again kind of reminds me of this blog post that I wrote. It was one of the Queen's former chefs that was interviewed, and it was the previous Jubilee celebration that I was writing blog posts for. So I mean, do check out the website if you're interested, and do subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. I try to give as much value as I possibly can with all of the lunch packing that I've done over the years, but there you can see it's just really quick and easy. Now you could use the pick and skewer on alternate, you know, red, white and blue, so it could be, you know, the strawberries, a marshmallow and a blueberry, or it could equally be, you know, apple, which is kind of fairly white coloured, or pears, you know, so just kind of think a little bit laterally. But that's it, just really, really quick and easy. And sorry that most of the shot that was off the camera, but you get the idea. And just, you know, think in colour, that's what I try and do, and just make it as fun as possible. So what do you think? I mean, it just uses the Yum box because again I wanted something that was blue or red or white, but you get the idea. And in the background here you can see, you know, there's lots of cupcake cases, so whatever you can find, and it's just a bit of fun. And on this channel, if you're new, huge big welcome. We're all about putting the fun back into packed lunches because it's got to be fun, hasn't it? We've got to encourage them to eat, and you know, it's okay to play with your food, so as long as it gets eaten, that's the idea, not just sort of pushing it around the plate, but actually eat it. So we are here to inspire you, give you lots of ideas, and kind of try and make it as easy as possible for you to kind of just keep coming up with those ideas week in, week out. So there's a new video every week on the channel. We've got a website. We're Lunchbox World on the social channels. So really hoping that you come and join the community. We've also got a private group as well where we share lots of inspiring ideas, tips, tricks, hacks. So do check the description box below, check all the links above, and you know, let's have fun with our lunches. So see you in the next video. Bye now.